Greetings everyone, welcome to the jungle. Got some birds going off in the background. It's just finished raining. I thought I would change locations so you got a bit of a different view for this video. Hope you're all well. I thought I'd do a little update for the mushroom ceremony that we did on Wednesday night. What these birds finally quieting down. It was an amazingly nourishing experience Wednesday night, just what my soul needed, just what my body needed. Find with ayahuasca that as amazing as it is, with ayahuasca you get a lot from the medicine, but it also takes a lot from you in terms of physically. Not all the time, but recently it's taken a lot from me. And it was time to change tack and go with the mushrooms, and it was exactly the right call. We had this amazing experience. This whole place around here, as you can imagine, is a psychedelic playground. We took these mushrooms called blue moons, which were much stronger than we anticipated. And the ceremony started at 4 o'clock and it went on till about midnight. So it was really nice to start the ceremony in daylight, have all the daylight, and then have it shifting into nighttime and it changed the space, it changed the dynamic and the energy. Felt so connected with nature here on the mushrooms. It's really incredible. It's literally, it's like being an avatar anyway, but on mushrooms it was even more like being on Avatar. I felt so grateful for being here. I feel very blessed right now that I'm the only person here at the moment, so it's just the 3 guys that are running the space and me, so I'm getting a very kind of personal experience, and it feels like it really felt like a gift for me, a gift that I've been given at the moment with this time and space and these medicines to work with and to go deep. And yeah, like many times I've had on different medicines, but I had this real deep knowing that everything in my life had happened to lead me to this point, and that we were all in that ceremonial space together. We'd all pre-made contract to be there supporting each other on this journey, and it felt like we were meant to be there. So you've got a lot going on today. We've got the rain, we've got the thunder, we've got the birds. So I guess one of the most profound things for me on the mushrooms was at one point I really felt the mushrooms getting really deep into my body, and I could almost feel them unearthing some of my programming. And it's programming that's around my ability to have fun, self-expression, sexuality, stuff like that. And it was really powerful, the feeling I had of how the medicine was working its way in, and as it was working its way through my body, I could feel all these thoughts and feelings coming up into my mind to kind of let go of. The ceremonial space was kind of run with pretty much silence all the way through. There was going to be a bit of music, but everyone was pretty deep in the medicine, so we didn't really have any music until right at the end. So I had that real deep reprogramming I felt that the mushrooms were taking me through. It was a really profound moment. And then I had a moment a bit later on where I had this feeling that I was being prepared. This is another part of my preparation to let more light in, and it's like this whole process has had to be such a step-by-step, gradual unpacking of myself through these different experiences I've had so far to this point here, to allow much more light to come through, for information to come through. I really felt like I was getting some downloads. I'm not quite sure yet what. I really felt like I was getting some downloads that night, and that it had to be done in such a gradual way, because the amount of light that's, I think, going to be coming through me, if it all came at once, would be too much. It would blow a fuse. And I really felt this kind of weight of responsibility on my shoulder, that kind of, with great power comes great responsibility term from Spider-Man sort of came to mind. And so there's something that I'm stepping into, that I'm being brought into gradually through these medicines. Yeah, I really got this feeling like I'm being prepared for something big, and who knows what that is. I'm trying also not to create stories from the experience as well, but that was the feeling that I got. I feel there's a lot more to come through with the mushrooms, so I'm going to carry on working with them. We're going to do another ceremony next week. Yesterday when I was journaling the morning after, lots of stuff surrounding sacred geometry was coming through for me, and I'm really getting this call to start studying and looking more into sacred geometry and writing my own stuff as well. There's a piece of sacred geometry called Metatron's Cube, which really came to me quite strongly before I got out here, and I've got it on my phone as a screensaver. There's something about looking at that piece of sacred geometry that I feel it's giving me information, and it just so happens Kim, who runs the retreat, has actually got Metatron's Cube on her chest, so that was a kind of an interesting link. And like I said yesterday when I was journaling, I really got the feeling of needing to sort of look into sacred geometry and to sort of bring that into the next ceremony as well with the mushrooms. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It was like I said, it was an amazing night. I felt so nourished by it. I felt joy coming out of myself, self-expression, bit of singing, lots of laughing. It was just what I needed. Like, it gave me so much. And so yeah, we're going to carry on the exploration with the mushrooms, because that feels true right now. It feels like the right thing. You know, the ayahuasca was perfect for what it was, and all of these medicines are. They're tools to be used at the right time when you get a certain calling. But there's many ways to skin a cat, and you know, if all you've got is a hammer, then all you see is nails. And we're blessed here to have all these different medicines to be able to tap into and to use as and when we feel the calling to. So that's it for today. That's my update, my mushroom update. If anything's resonated with you, with what I've shared, if you want to ask me any questions, please leave some comments under the video and I will get back to you. I will leave you now from a wet Colombian jungle. Peace out and plant power.